So maybe there does need to be a rematch. I mean, obviously, I can beat him again.
She's back.
Hello, Iowa. I'm back.
I made the prediction several months ago that Hillary Rodham Clinton was going to run again. In fact, I said what's going to happen as this clown car fills up with all these just absolutely off-the-chart leftist extreme loons that were going to be considered so radical even by mainstream Americans who might even tend to lean Democratic or are outright Democrats themselves. There was no way they could get behind these far left loons. And I even said part of this is by design. Because what was one of the criticisms launched against somebody like a Hillary Rodham Clinton or even a Nancy Botox Pelosi? That these women are far left. And yet, when AOC and the squad showed up, all of a sudden we started looking at Nancy Pelosi like the moderate adult in the room. The one in the room that actually gets it and would not allow the squad to hijack and run away with things. And look what's happened. But yet, we actually got drawn into thinking that Pelosi certainly isn't as bad as this new breed of libloon. Now, even though we understand that the policies and the things that Nancy Botox Pelosi has advocated through the years fostered and birthed the AOCs, we still started looking at somebody like a Nancy like, you do have control of your party, right? You're on top of this, right? And of course she doesn't. Hillary Clinton, I would not doubt in the least, is financially behind many of these absolute extremists that are running to give them that encourage to throw their hat in the ring, to stay there, and this dog and pony show. So that when she reemerges, she's the centrist. She's the one that should have been president all along, right? Now, of course, some of you immediately are going to start the argument, well, come on, Pastor. Get a grip and get real. I mean, come on. She is, after all, in declining poor health. She can't stand up. Look, we know all about her health issues. We know all about her corruption, which is exactly why she is still viable. Take Mr. Epstein, close compadre of Bill Clinton. Is Bill looking at the inside of a jail cell? No. Is Mr. Epstein ever going to face justice in this life? Well, of course not. He's dead. How did that happen? How did he commit suicide in a cell that's virtually impossible to commit suicide in? There's nothing to attach a rope or a bed sheet to. The bed sheet was basically like a paper towel. It was designed to be tear away. How is it the guards weren't there? How is it that this guy died? If you don't think the Clintons still yield incredible control and power, you're naive. You are incredibly naive. Now, I'm not in any way saying she can win, but you do have to understand that she is absolutely seething over the fact that she was beaten by Donald Trump. And that despite even the after-election, the attempted coup, she's got to be looking at her own party, in particular, Adam Schiff for brains, Jerry the Nads Nadler, Nancy Botox Pelosi, Chuck E. Cheese Schumer, and she's got to be going out of her mind and tying on a drunk every single day that these clods, even with the coup organized and executed by people like Jim Comey, John Brennan, James the Clapper, they can't pull it off. They can't pull this guy down. And you have to understand, she is just narcissistic enough to believe she can do it. She is going to have to take this guy out. And this time it'll be different because America will rally. They will realize their mistake. See, she is self-grandizing. She does really think that America believes they made a mistake in not picking her. This whole thing is a setup from jump. Look, even Steve Bannon said, we better be prepared for the fact that the libs want control back so bad they will sacrifice one of their own. In this case, yeah, Joe Biden.
What they want to do is nullify the election. They think they have a weak field, and they're prepared, it's like in chess, they're prepared to sacrifice a rook to take down a king.
Sure, well, Joe Biden's gone.
They will throw Biden away,
yep.
Right? They'll throw Biden away to get to Trump and hope Elizabeth Warren, or I even think Hillary Clinton or Bloomberg or some centrist comes in here.
President Trump tweeted out, "Hey Hillary, I would love a rematch with you," which of course Hillary said, "Don't tempt me, just do your job." Oh, she wants in.
Yeah, you know, it truly is remarkable how obsessed he remains with me. But this latest tweet is, so typical of him. So maybe there does need to be a rematch. I mean, obviously, I can beat him again.
Hey Hillary, here's a news flash. You didn't beat him the first time. He beat you. Like the unwanted redheaded stepchild. He beat you. It was a beat down. I know you're sycophant and you're freaks on the left that, don't understand how politics actually work. You have to go out and campaign, you have to earn votes, and yeah, we got it. You got 3 million votes in California. Okay. Great. You really won big in a couple of states. But Donald Trump ran the map. And I'm not just talking about in the Electoral College. You look at that map is 85% red. The country went big time for Donald J. Trump. And you can't handle it. And don't doubt me on this. She still has the political clout. Understand, and I go back to Jeffrey Epstein. Yes, there are no doubt all kinds of politicians and people in power who are glad Epstein's gone. But that's how the Clintons work. They have their tentacles in everything and everyone. This is why they're still around. And don't think if she throws her hat in, it's going to be denied to her. Now, you and I understand there's no way the American people go for this. But again, don't underestimate Hillary. She's had 3 years of seething and plotting. And this time, she won't leave it up to amateurs like Adam Schiff and James Comey and collusion narratives and dossiers. She won't leave it up to that. There will be honest to goodness, old-fashioned, dead people voting election fraud. Mark it down. Be concerned. Talk this up. Don't say it can't happen.
Hello, Iowa. I'm back.
Well, that's it for this video. Hey, thank you so much for tuning in to my rant. Please make sure that you have subscribed to the channel. If you're new here, thanks so much for checking us out. Make sure you're a subscriber. Smack the bell for my next rant. Give us a thumbs up and a like, and share this video to your social media platforms.